Hello, I am Dr. J, and in this video I would write a complete essay, model essay number 8. This would be part 1 and the essay would be related to problem solution essay. This is essay writing course in particular for Ielts and TOEFL students and in general for any English learner, any English exam. Please subscribe to my channel, look at the description box for updates and links to my Facebook groups. Like and comment to encourage me, share with other students to help them, and press bell icon and subscribe to my channel for more free courses on vocabulary, grammar, writing, speaking, listening and reading also. My vocabulary and grammar course is already on my channel and nowadays I am working on writing. This is an overview of my essay writing course. I have started from the 4 assessment criteria, then time management, how to plan essay, generate ideas, paraphrasing, introductions, conclusions and many more videos here. And then I would go for each type of essay. Nowadays I am on essay type number 4, problem solution essay. I would write more than 15 model essays in my course and watch complete course in order. Link is given below in the description box. Watch complete course. Today I would write a complete model essay and explain you everything step by step. I would intentionally make some mistakes in the essay to test your knowledge. At the end I would correct the mistakes and would explain you in detail why were these mistakes there. This is the question for today. In spite of the advances in agriculture, many people around the world still go hungry. This is the question and this is the task what we need to write. Why is this case? Why this case means what are the reasons, what are the causes. So don't just prepare yourself that the examiner would write what are the cause, what are the problems and solutions. There can be different words, so here you can see, and instead of asking about solutions they have used different language. What can be done about this problem? So what are the causes, what are the problems? So first of all we need to think about which type of essay it is. This is problem solution essay. And then what is the topic is advances in agriculture, relationship between advances in agriculture and people still go hungry and hunger. So this is the topic for today. First of all I would when you take your exam, when you are in your real exam, when you read your question, after reading the question you need to underline the keywords. Advances in agriculture, despite advances in agriculture, many people, the word still go hungry, many people still go hungry. These are the key words for this lesson, for this essay. This is my task 1, first task. And what are the causes? Let us make it red. What are the causes of this problem? What are the solutions? What can be done to solve these problems? So first of all, after doing this, you need to brainstorm your ideas. To brainstorm, you need to put problems or causes at one side and solutions at one side. In your real exam, let me make a table first. In your real exam, your question would be at the top, only 2 or 3 lines, and then all the other page in the question paper would be blank. So you can use this part to brainstorm your ideas. So first of all, write here causes or reasons or problems, and here would be solutions. So what can be cause that there are agricultural advances but still people go hungry? What can be cause in your mind? Just brainstorm, just imagine what can be the causes. There are advances in agriculture, there is more product but still people go hungry because our population is increasing a lot. Increasing population. How I would explain this? I would give some example of how people how the population has increased in recent years, or some example. I will invent some example here. And the number two is in spite of advances in agriculture, what other why still people go hungry apart from increasing population? The advances in agriculture make good outputs, but when there are natural disaster, we lose our crops are lost, and we still go to uh, crisis. So natural disaster is another cause. Natural disaster, I would go for, I will mention them what are the natural disaster, and I would give an example of any natural disaster that occurred in recent years. Here I would go for solutions. What are the solutions to? Solutions can be the same cause and then solution of the same cause, but solutions can be of different also. So here I can easily imagine the solutions for the same thing, for the same cause. So if there is increasing population, governments can make laws to prevent to decrease increasing population, to prevent people from having more children. For example, China's one child policy. One child policy. And other natural disaster, how can we manage natural disasters? We cannot stop natural disaster, but we can prevent precautionary measures, prevent. We can build, for example, if there are floods, we can build reservoirs to store the water, and also to avoid floods. And we can cooperate with the international, all the nations can cooperate with each other. So these are my points, and I would explain and extend these problems and solutions. Then just look at the whether my brainstorming ideas are, number one, are relevant and different from each other, and can be easily expanded. Whether they can be easily expanded or not. So these are the important points here. So these are my problems, these are solutions. After that, you need to decide how would you write your essay, how would you would plan your essay, structure of your essay. First of all, I would write introduction, and after introduction you have two options in these kind of problems and solutions. Two options. If your problems and solutions are different from each other, if your problems and solutions are different from each other, there are no relation, a direct relation between them, then you would plan your essay in this way. Number one, you would write introduction. Then you will go for body paragraph 1. That would be causes or reasons or problems. Then you will go for body paragraph 2, that would be solutions, and then conclusion. This would be structure of your essay. If the problems and solutions are different from each other, because you cannot write a problem and then solution of different problems, so it would be the structure would be in this way. problems then solutions, causes then solutions. If your problem and solutions are different from each other, sorry, if they are linked to each other, they are same, they are linked to each other, same or related problem and solutions, then we have two options. We can just write in this way: introduction, body paragraph 1, causes, problems or reasons. Body paragraph 2 we would write solutions, and then conclusion. But we have also here another option for this, if the problems and solutions are linked to each other like this, because increasing population, then how we can solve the same problem. Natural disaster, how can we solve the same problem? So in this case, you can write in this way: introduction, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, and conclusion. And the other ways, as you know, I have already discussed, that the number 1 would be introduction, number 2 would be body 1, body paragraph 1, that would be problem 1, so its own solution also, solution 1. Body paragraph 2 would be problem 2, problem 2 and its solution number 2, and solution 2, and at the end would be conclusion. This is the structure that we use in problem solution essay when the problem and solutions are linked to each other, they're similar. So let us start writing. I would use this one, second one, this same problem and solution in the same paragraph, because my ideas are linked here. So we would start introduction. How we would write introduction in this way: we can give background statement, paraphrase the question, then give a brief overview of your content. Mean what are the main problems, just mention what are the main problems, and then don't mention solutions, that and then tell that there are some solutions for that. So I would write at the introduction, so just to show you, to teach you, I would start from, as the question is in spite of, I would write I would use different word instead of while it is true that agricultural technology has advanced in recent years. While it is true that agricultural technology has advanced in recent years, many people, instead of as you can see in the question, it was agriculture, a noun, so I have used a different form, agricultural technology. So this is a adjective form. There were advances, noun form, I have used advanced, verb form. So this is called paraphrasing, and I am using different word order and different transition signal. uh, Many people still face, my in my question it is the word still go hungry. I would write many people still face a lack of food to survive. So I have used different words from the question. So this is called paraphrasing. The meaning is same but words are different. This is called paraphrasing, and the examiner would be impressed, and this will boost your score. And if you use the same words, exact copy and paste, you would lose marks. Then I would mention my main ideas for causes, and then just give a general statement that there are solutions. So my problems are pollution and natural disasters. So in this, an increasing world population and natural disasters seem to be responsible for this seem to be responsible for this problem. As instead of saying increasing world population and natural disaster are responsible for this problem, so if you use are here, you are giving a 100% fact. That would be over generalization. This is not good for your essay when you're giving an opinion or your own ideas, something like that. So instead of are, I have used hedging, seem to be. If you don't know what is hedging, go to my grammar course, and there is a complete video on hedging. Increasing world population and natural disasters seem to be responsible for this problem. Then I would go for, there are also solutions, but just I would mention in general. However, governments and individuals can do a lot to tackle it. I'm using referencing it instead of just saying the problem. So instead of repeating problem, I'm using it. So this is called referencing, and this is also very good to connect your ideas and your sentences with sentences, ideas with ideas. And referencing is also checked in your real exam. It makes your exam coherent and cohesive, make your essay coherent and cohesive. So after that, I need to write body paragraph 1, as I have decided to write the same problem and same solution in the first body paragraph. So we would go for problem 1 and solution 1. So as I would use first problem and then second problem, I can use the words firstly, secondly, something like that. For example, here I can say firstly, the word population is increasing at an alarming rate. So this is my topic sentence. Topic sentence should be simple sentence and easy sentence. The population is increasing at an alarming rate. Firstly, the world population is increasing at an alarming rate. What is problem here? Firstly, the world population is increasing at an alarming rate. This is topic sentence. The simple sentence, the topic sentence should be simple and should be the main idea of the whole body paragraph. Then I would go for my explanations. I would give an example of just an invented thing for to give reasons of increasing population. Research show that Instead of saying University of Harvard, University of Oxford have research, and University of Oxford has showed that 10% of people are doing this, and increasing population 20%, something like that. So instead of just saying, we can use the research show that. This is a very good way. And in the real in the Cambridge books, they have used the same thing to give the example. In Cambridge books 8 to 14, there is a essay, model essay, they have used this one. Show that in the last century, so in the last 10 or 20 years, in the last 20 years, the world population has almost doubled. Research showed that in the last 20 years, the world population has almost doubled. So this is also simple sentence, then simple sentence. This does not looks good. So I'm going to make a complex sentence by advanced sentence by adding a non-defining relative clause. Non-defining relative clause is something extra information. For example, has doubled, resulting in increasing competition for food. Now this is related to the topic, and this I have extended this. And then after giving this example, I can go further to explain how there is a link between increasing population and hunger. Although I am going to use a complex sentence, although advances in agriculture has significantly advances in agriculture has significantly increased the yield still these technologies are unable to fulfill the increasing demands of growing population. Now this is a complex sentence and very good explanation. Although advances in agriculture has significantly increased the yield main output of the crops, still these technologies are unable to fulfill the increasing demands of growing population. Let us give an example to extend a bit more. For instance, no fruit and vegetables can be grown. This is an example of advances in technology. Advanced technology. Fruit and vegetables can be grown in vertical buildings where multiple layers of crops can grow simultaneously. But but their output is still insufficient. For instance, now fruit and vegetables can be grown in vertical buildings where multiple layers of crops can grow simultaneously, but their output is still insufficient because they cannot their product is not enough in quantity to feed a large population. So this is there is sufficient explanation for the problem. So now I need to go for a solution. So when before going to solution, I need to give a signal to the examiner that now I am switching to solutions. So I can mostly we use transition signals, but here we cannot use a transition signal. I can use a phrase. For example, in order to solve this problem, in order to solve this problem, governments may introduce laws to control their populations. In order to solve this problem, governments can introduce laws to control their populations. For example, now we would give the example of China. For example, we have used for instance, so we are now going to use for example China, where a one child policy was imposed some years ago, has become successful in controlling its population. Why we are using comma here before and after this clause? Because this is non-defining relative clause. If we remove this clause, there is complete sentence. So if after removing the clause, the sentence is complete, they say understandable, they have a clear meaning. So this is called non-defining relative clause. An extra information, non-defining relative clause, this one. So we need to use both comma before and after that. If you don't know how to write what are defining and non-defining relative clause, go to my grammar course. There is a complete video on defining and non-defining relative clause. After we have given the main solution, then with example, we can expand it a bit more just to complete it. For example, governments can also launch awareness campaigns to control population. Awareness campaigns can also be started to educate people about the benefits of small families. Awareness campaigns can be started instead of starting, can be launched. The very good collocation, can be launched Awareness campaigns can also be launched to educate people about the benefits of small families. We can add some extra. Individuals can also do, individual people can also do this, and individuals themselves should adopt birth control measures to avoid overpopulation and shortage of food. So individuals themselves should adopt birth control measures to avoid overpopulation and shortage of food. Awareness campaigns can also be launched to educate people about the benefits of small families, and individuals themselves should adopt birth control measures to avoid overpopulation and shortage of food. So you can say to control their this is sufficient. We can do it. So at the end, after watching my courses, you would be able to write very good essays, but at the end you need, before taking the exam, you need some writing corrections from any real Ielts expert, preferably a native Ielts expert, not any English teacher, an expert. I would also start my correction service in the last 6 months of 2021. I would hire an Ielts expert from UK, a native English Ielts expert. We would work both together to provide you advanced, comprehensive and cheap writing correction service. This is my Facebook ID. You can send me a friend request. You can ask me any question. Stay in touch with me if I can start this service earlier. Also join my Facebook group for any update. At the end, the same thing, please subscribe to my channel. Look at the description box for updates and links to my Facebook groups. Like and comment to encourage me. Share with other students to help them, and subscribe to my channel and press bell icon to get more free courses on vocabulary, grammar, writing, speaking, listening and reading also. Thank you very much.